10 minutes, he was like, call this number. I'll never forget, it was a 516 number. He's like, this Puff is at his Hampton house. I didn't know what the heck the Hamptons was, none of that. Yeah, you know, come to New York, we sit down and we talk, you sign on that dotted line, and that's it. I was like, done.
Mario Winans here.
The ladies got real happy when Mario got on stage.
I definitely enjoyed it. It was an honor, man.
And you sounded good. Makes a difference.
He trying to make the comeback for the Caramel Brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we trying to bring the caramel back on there.
He produces all the records with me. You know what I'm saying? He produces, write all the records. My partner. He's the only one I really do records with.
Mario Winans ultimately revealed his thoughts on his association with Diddy and Bad Boy Records, revealing shocking details about Diddy's psychological abuse caused by manipulative freaks and even witchcraft. When Mario released his second album on Bad Boy Records, something happened, and now Mario is finally speaking out about the Bad Boy curse. Many artists who were signed by Diddy spoke about how he destroyed them financially, mentally, and emotionally, but Mario's situation may be the most unsettling. Mario used to be an in-house talent for Bad Boy and was featured on several hit records with Diddy, like I Don't Want to Know and I Need a Girl Part 2. In addition to abusing Mario's abilities, Diddy also allegedly coerced him into performing freak-offs. Furthermore, Mario implied that dark forces were behind Diddy's success, feeling as though he was being attacked spiritually. This is a story that other purported victims of Diddy's freaks often tell us. It seems that Mario took years to heal from the physical and spiritual harm Diddy caused him. So let's take a closer look at what really transpired between Mario Winans and Diddy. Mario called me when I was 15 and said, "Man, I got this group, but during the time Andre had resigned, there was so much going on in town. I was going through some things. I wasn't ready to be an artist, so when it comes to performing, Mario was terrible." Although he was raised in Detroit, his South Carolina birth makes sense given that he is related to one of the most well-known gospel music families, the Winans. Mario Winans is the son of gospel icons Marvin and Vicki Winans. He also has successful gospel singers for uncles and aunts, Bib and Cece Winans. While in school, Mario studied the piano, keyboard, and drums. His mother, Vicki, even set him up with a room full of recording equipment so he could become proficient in all of them. Following high school, he began creating music for gospel ensembles like. In 1995, Mario worked on R. Kelly's self-titled album, producing hits like I Can't Sleep, Baby, and You Remind Me of Something. In 1997, he released his debut album, Story of My Heart, through M-Town Records. Shortly after, Mario connected with Diddy and became a part of the Bad Boy Records family. In 1998, Mario played drums on Diddy's song Come With Me. Mario's first major break came in the mid-1990s when he signed a production deal with Rowdy Records. Mario went on to become a producer of choice for the Bad Boys, working with well-known performers including Biggie Smalls, Lil' Kim, and Faith Evans. Lon Black. In addition to Rob and 112, he makes hits for other well-known artists, including Mary J. Blige, Houston, Whitney, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, and Brian McKnight. Yeah, I think it's amazing that my brother SK is working with artists, raising them, guiding them, and leading them in the right direction. It's always reach one, teach one, and we have to follow suit. Mario reached a new height in 2002 when he co-wrote the song I Need a Girl Part 2 with Diddy. He was featured with Lon Genuine and Diddy, and the song became a huge smash. You know what I'm saying, what goes around comes around, and I'm all for it. While juggling clubs with other artists, Mario worked on his second album from 2001 to 2003. His debut song, I Don't Want to Know featuring Diddy, was a massive hit and spent 8 weeks running at number 2 on the US Billboard Hot 100.in terms of song collaboration. My brother Puffy and I have had the most success. We have actually worked on 5 or 6 records together, which is the most. He is the person I have collaborated with the most and has the most success doing so I have to say that Puffy. However, the second single was never really that great and didn't make much noise around. This time, Mario began dealing with a number of personal problems, including tax evasion, drama with his baby mother, and even witchcraft. Shortly after Mario began working with Diddy, he met Janelle Bennett, a staff member of Diddy's apparel company, Shah John Page 6. In 2005, Mario and Janelle received a son named Jordan, but at the same time, Mario also welcomed a daughter with his side chick Joy. Mario and Janelle hit it off right away and embarked on an intense 8-year romance. Led to a bitter drama involving child support, with Janelle telling Page 6 in March 2008 that Mario was refusing to provide for their 3-year-old son. Janelle claimed that Mario had kicked her out of the house, and she told Page 6 that she was homeless, living with friends on the south side of Chicago, and working as a cocktail waitress. According to court documents, Mario was supposed to pay Janelle $4,500 per month, but she claimed not to have received a dime from him. Janelle added, "I was on Medicaid, welfare, and disability, just to have the baby." She also mentioned how Mario abruptly vanished from her life after she told him she was pregnant. Janelle also discussed how Mario's girlfriend Joy and their daughter live a luxurious lifestyle, while she and her son struggle to make ends meet. Janelle said it on Page 6. Janelle Mario claims that Joy lives in a 16-bedroom home, her daughter dresses in mink jackets and 7 pants, and my kid lacks winter boots. When Mario was busted in 2016 for not filing his federal income tax returns for several years, he admitted that it was intentional and pleaded guilty to the charges, according to Billboard. He was facing up to 2 years in prison and a $200,000 fine for skipping out on his federal income tax returns. Mario continued to work closely with Diddy during this time, but it seemed the more time he spent around him, the worse luck he had in his personal life. Taxes from 2008 to 2012, and then in September 2017, TMZ revealed that Mario had been arrested for drama involving unpaid child support. At that point, he owed Janelle $178,000, and in court documents that TMZ was able to obtain, he acknowledged that his songwriting royalties, which only brought in about $3,000 a month, were insufficient to cover his payments. Mario informed the court that he could immediately get a loan to pay up $110,000, which would have freed him from detention. However, Mario did not get off lightly. In addition, the judge mandated that Mario wear a GPS ankle monitor. Observe, and subsequently in less than a month, a federal judge found Mario guilty of tax evasion, sentenced him to 5 years of probation and 500 hours of community service, ordered him to pay nearly $435,000 in restitution, and directed him to seek mental health treatment. Speaking of mental health, at this same period there were wild rumors that Mario was a witch. This was surprising because Mario came from a devout gospel family and had always said that God is everything. First and foremost, I want to give God the praise. He is so kind and wonderful toward us. I would also want to thank the Mobile Awards, Universal Island Death Jam Bad Boy, everyone present with me, my dancers, everyone I love, all the fans I love, everyone here. I am so grateful to you all. Now, where did those rumors about Mario practicing witchcraft come from? Well, you can probably guess. It all has to do with Diddy and his influence on Mario. Vicky, Mario's mother, sent an email to his when asked by Page 6 to comment on this. Vicky said, "You didn't hear our phone conversations or the email she wrote to Janelle, her ex-girlfriend, accusing her of getting Mario involved in some dark arts." In another email, Vicky wrote, "Nobody likes a stuck-on-themselves pretty white girl with pretty eyes that thinks the world owes them everything. Girl, you did not ask me when you took action and screwed Mario that day. You should have used a defense. Sent us, she is wicked. I'm terrified of my grandchild because she's into witchcraft, but I want to meet her. I was performing at a performance while they were delivering the kid." You may recall that Janelle used to work for Diddy's clothing line, Sean John. For years, there have been suspicions that Diddy may be interested in dark matters like occult activities, witchcraft, and even direct demonic rituals. Word on the street is that Janelle learned about witchcraft from none other than her employer. Although this rumor has been circulating in the industry for a while, things really got crazy a few years ago when someone posted a thread on Lipstick Alley claiming they saw Daisy at an industry party speaking in tongues during a seance. One user commented on the thread, stating that she personally knew someone who had witnessed the same dark room enactment, and that she had also been told to leave when she began praying. This happened within the last 2 years in Los Angeles. I know this sounds completely insane, but wasn't the last time we heard stories like this about Diddy? If you've been following the rumors in the music industry, you know that many of these big names, including Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and others, are frequently associated with stories about occult rituals, secret societies, and witchcraft. In fact, Beyoncé's drummer, Kimberly Thomas, was even the subject of a restraining order back in 2018, when she was accused by Beyoncé of employing extreme witchcraft and dark magic to harass Thomas in court documents. Kimberly further stated that Beyoncé tapped her phone and unveiled her cat. Later, Kimberly spoke with the Daily Mail about her desire to share her story in order to alert people to the murky underbelly of the music industry. She said, "I want everyone to know that God is real and to stay in alignment with your higher self, your higher purpose, to do activities that bring the best out of you and not the worst out of you. To understand that there's a high level of low vibrational entities around, but also understand that there's high vibrations are also present. So we just need to be more aware of where we're going, what we're doing, and what will make us happy." Meanwhile, Jay-Z was accused of participating in some strange rituals, particularly spirit cooking. You may recall that earlier this year, journalist Liz Cronin accused Jay-Z in public of divorcing his purported mistress, Kathy White. Liz didn't stop there though, as she also called out Jay-Z and his business associates for being participated in the so-called spirit cooking rituals, which are ostensibly conducted under the direction of performance artist Marina Abramovich, who is said to be the elite's go-to witch. Abramovich's video on spirit cooking featured some of the Cake of Lights ingredients listed on a wall, as well as the disturbing image of a small child splashed with blood. The video then cuts to a clip of a large snake wrapping around the woman's body, which emphasizes the ritual's demonic intent in calling forth the Brovich is only saying that spirit cooking unites you with the devil. The snake is an ancient biblical emblem for the devil. According to Crowley's Book of the Law, the beast, also known as the Antichrist and Satan, would reign over the globe via a number of demonic elite supermen. The book also says, quote, "Let my servants for a clearer understanding of Jay-Z's lyrics in State of Empire, which features Alicia Keys, consider the final quote, be few and secret they shall rule the many and the known. Jesus is unable to spare you now." Let's get back to Diddy. For years, people have claimed that his rise to fame wasn't just the result of talent and ambition, but also of real sacrifices. It seems that this whole bad boy curse story is part of this. Many people think Diddy was somehow channeling the energy of his artists, essentially using them up and spitting them out once they'd served their purpose. There has also been a lot of conjecture that the untimely deaths of a number of Diddy's close friends and family members were sacrificed, including Biggie, Craig Mack, Black Rob, and Kim Porter, Diddy's former girlfriend who mysteriously passed away. Now let's talk about the freaks that Cassie described in her lawsuit. She said that Diddy would meticulously set up these sessions, arranging the candles in a particular way, and making sure that each participant wore a mask. This led fans to surmise that these freak-offs were some kind of rituals that Diddy recorded for his. I believe Diddy was filming to show other rich elites, as one fan on X stated, the way it was described in the lawsuit about Diddy filming Cassie on multiple devices, adjusting the candles, and wearing masks while she was sounds like some kind of ritual. This was months before Cassie's lawsuit became a public celebrity medium. Sloan Bella became well known on YouTube after asserting that influential guys in the business were extracting energy from young people via rituals. She also claimed that Diddy's lover Kim Porter had seen these rituals and intended to publish a book detailing them before her death.
And they are dumbing it down to the fact that they think that P. Diddy is on some kind of spree for removing people who speak about this because he's gay. That is not the issue. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic deviancy used to harness energy of a human being. Ritualized, thought out, planned specifically to rip the person down and hide behind their energy. But what if we're talking about a religion that hides behind the energy of the most innocent on this planet, who are lit up energetically because it hasn't been broken?
Bella also suggested that Justin Bieber could be the target of these energy harvesting rituals, saying that this could explain why he has been acting so erratic lately. Justin was famous when he was a teenager, so how do you think he got that way? They took his energy and presented him as broken, a shell of himself, because he has lost his sense of self, which is what he wears. Meanwhile, more fans began to speculate that Diddy had been involved in occult practices for years. A video that Diddy had originally posted on Instagram showed him sitting in front of crystals and a burning stage while wearing a Biggie Small shirt. Some fans also began to speculate that Diddy was involved in witchcraft after he received this enormous back tattoo to depict a dour goddess and powerful spirit in Haitian culture. Voodoo, you know that. I'll be getting tattoos and I have no idea what the hell you're putting on your body. Well, anyway, take a look at the person with the tattoo on his back and ask yourself, do you think you realize that we are approaching the 8th year of the Aquarian era when everything is being revealed? It gets even better than that, because an old video of Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has surfaced, in which Gene discusses the full moon rituals that Diddy allegedly carried out with the Bad Boy crew every year on Kim Porter and Biggie Small's birthdays. Gene claims that there were all kinds of unsettling activities.
So it was actually, and they were doing spiritual rituals at that time. That's when that was going to be the last day of the full moon, and that means that the seasons and all that stuff has changed.
If you thought that was frightening enough, there's also this bizarre black blind item that has lately come to light, suggesting that Diddy may have really participated in animal sacrifices. The blind item was first published on the Crazy Days and Night website in September 2020. It describes this aspiring rapper as when a live goat was brought onto a yacht off the coast of France, Mogul ordered someone to be beheaded in front of everyone present. So, these rumors that Diddy was involved in some sort of witchcraft are not new, but Mario Winans has recently joined the chat room, and it appears that he is blaming Diddy and his participation in his rituals for his own downfall and struggles. Sources close to Mario Winans recently addressed all the outrageous allegations about Diddy's crimes, and they claim Mario is blaming Diddy and some occult rituals for all his struggles. Mario apparently regrets getting caught up in these rituals orchestrated by Diddy, and he believes his ex-girlfriend Janelle, who used to work for Diddy, was the one who first got him involved. But according to these same sources, Janelle didn't do it on her own. It was all allegedly on Diddy's orders, because Diddy wanted to leech off Mario's energy and recruit him for those freak-off sessions. To be clear, these are just rumors, but it's still wild to think about all the messed up things Diddy put his artists through. It kind of makes you wonder what happened to those bad boy artists who didn't live to tell their stories. As for fans, they're saying Mario's definitely an example of the bad boy curse. One fan said from the jump, "Did anyone catch that Puff that introduced him to the side chick that allegedly practiced witchcraft?" I caught that. I don't think it was an accident either. Puff placed her in his life, and another fan added the witchcraft spell is called the fork. This all started after he started working with Diddy. But what do you think made Mario fall off? Because he got involved with Diddy in his rumored witchcraft rituals. Please share your opinions in the comments section, and be sure to see the next video.